diving deep into my unconsciousness and memories to find out how in the world I drew art the way I do. Because most of the time, the way I draw is I searched very hard to uncover my inspirations and determinations so I can deliver this video of how to color like this. This video will be into 3 parts: sketches, base colors, and shadows and lighting. Part 1. Sketches or too lazy to do line art section. Okay, I know this video is supposed to show my process, but before you watch this part, please do not sketch line art like me. Like, it's so bad, and the fixing you have to do when rendering takes up so much of your time. So as you see, my art is very messy. There's sketch lines everywhere poking out, especially the ones that I did for my 30-day art challenge. Maybe one day I'll stop this atrocious behavior. But a lot of the times it looks pretty good when I add the base colors, so I just stick with it. But most of the time I'm lazy, so I try to fix it during rendering, which I'll talk about later, which is a failed attempt to cover it up. And there you have it, a sketch that may pass as line art. Yippee! Next is base colors. So here's where the true tips come in. So I personally have a color palette for when I draw. So I basically use the same colors in all my art, like here and here and here and here. And I'll give you a walkthrough of how I got it. First, think long and hard on what colors you like in your art, because the colors you use in your art can portray different vibes. For example, having more desaturated or pastel colors can give your art a more relaxed or cute vibe, and using more saturated colors will give your art a more lively feeling to it. For me, I'll have a more pastel vibe to my art, so that's what I'll be using for the rest of the video. So next, after you got your color style, you've got to borrow your favorite artist's work, or at least some artworks with the color styles that you like, to which then one would pick colors from the art. Disclaimer: just like taking 1 or 2 components of your favorite artist's work is okay, like part of how they render hair or the way that they color blush on their cheeks, using a few of the same colors should be fine as well, as both of the ways are not fully copying the artist, just taking inspiration. Next, similar to color styles, you've got to know if you'd want an analogous or complementary color style to your art. You can also create a vibe with your art with the way you use these. So analogous colors are more associated with making your art look more cozy and blended together, while complementary colors make your art pop and makes your eyes more interested in the drawing. I use a combination of both. I think it's called tetrad color theory, where I use analogous colors to make the art more cozy, while also using muted or pastel complementary colors. Bear in mind, this is just the base colors, and the true colors shine in the lighting and shadow section. Also, when I posted my art with my new color palette a few months ago on Twitter, it got so much attention, so I guess this is some proof to show that it kind of works. And now you've got yourself a shiny new color palette, so anytime you need to use blue in your art piece, you use the same blue from your color palette. What if the color you need to use is not on the color palette? Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Well, the answer to this is improvise. You can change the color wheel slightly to make it more saturated, desaturated, brighter, darker, but diagonals is where it's at. If you'd like, you can add this new color to your color palette as well, but I advise not to do this often. So I've covered 2 parts in this video. I'll be doing another video on shadows and lighting. Next video I'll be teaching you guys how I add shadows and lighting to make the piece look more colorful, and a mini speed paint to show a live process. Originally I was going to do a full video, but the mic I was using decided to break, so here I am ending the video using my sibling's voice recorder. I will be back soon with the next video. Take care.